Good morning, good morning. Hello, Live My Life Debt Free Community and the Debt Free Lounge. I'm streaming in from both communities this morning, both pages. So, I'm going to give everybody opportunity to chime in. Hope you're having a great day. Hi there, Pastor Stanley. Hi there, Brother Keith. How are you? I'm so glad to see you both on. I pray that you're doing well. Yeah, I'm gonna allow Facebook to catch up. And can you all hear me okay? And am I coming through loud and clear? Before we get started, and I'm giving everyone the opportunity to get on as well in both forums. Am I coming? No, sir. He said, can he cut up? No, sir, Pastor Rudy said, you must behave. Am I coming through loud and clear? Can everybody hear me? So, oh, great. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Brother Keith and Pastor Stanley. Wow, while I'm waiting on the Debt Free Lounge as well, first of all, I just want to say that what we're going to discuss today is, some subjects or topics that some of the wealth builders have posted inside of the Debt Free Lounge. I don't think, and the Live My Life Debt Free Community. I think it was a couple that came from over there. The one that we're going to talk about today is how much of my income I should save. And, and I think too, because I am going to honor your time and this, I always say this is going to be a short broadcast. First, I want to just give a shout out to all of our brand new or our newest wealth builders that joined us. I posted last week, so you should go there and welcome them. Give them a hearty, Live My Life Debt Free welcome. You know what our culture is we celebrate each other. I know it had to be 10 or more. And those are individuals who voluntarily connect with this community. They don't have to. You all don't have to. And I am grateful that you do. We are cresting the 700 mark, which God is so faithful. He is faithful. Prophetess Shayerka Lane, thank you so much. She's chiming in from the Debt Free Lounge. So I just really feel honored. I feel privileged to walk alongside of you and to share in on all of your testimonies, just do what God has called me to do. And it's just awesome. And we're reaching almost 200. We're getting close to 200 members in the Debt Free Lounge. When it was nothing or nobody, so it's just awesome. It's an awesome time. And I just give God thanks. So you'll see me look back and forth. That's because I'm filming from both the Debt Free Lounge and also the Live My Life Debt Free Community. But I am going to be quick. I wanted to share a couple of things with you. And, okay, something happened with the connection, so I apologize there. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know how to make them stop. I'm getting messages, so that's messing with that. But at any rate, thank you so much. What I wanted to share today is that as one of the generational wealth builders mentioned, how much should we save? How much money of our income should we save? So some experts, say 20% of your income, and that you should save. I remember teaching a class called, it was a 70-30 class. Living on 70%, saving 10, giving 10, and spending 10. I believe that you should, be able to spend some of the money that you earn wisely, not spend it all or just, blow it. Especially when you're on the path to financial freedom, you really need to be focused. You need to have a plan, And so that was like the 70-30 class. I was like, who wants to be a part of the 70-30 club? And of course, saving more is always advisable. I definitely do advise that. But the rule of thumb is that you save 20% of your income. So if you are not saving 20% of your income, or at least 10%, then, and that's like to start so that you can get into a rhythm, create a discipline to where you can increase that. So if you're not, then you need to really sit down and figure out why you're not saving that much of your money, where it's going. What are the money leaks? How do you plug those leaks? So that you can, save and have, the money that you need at a certain age or when you want to retire. Stephen Heron. Oh, hi, Stevie Ali. Welcome. And I see that Glendale Hasty Mary is in the room as well in the Live My Life Debt Free community. Thank you all so much for being here. So then save, so as I was saying, so save more if possible, but the rule of thumb is 20% of your income. And I would even go as far as if you could save 20% of your gross, that would be awesome. Now that is that's a goal to get to. Some people will say, oh no, that's just too much. I am not going to save 20% of my gross, so I'll save 20% of my net. So if you don't want to be stretched, then don't save 20% of your income. And I don't mean that to be, I am a coach, so I'm going to push you to do something that will cause you a little bit of pain. I'm a counselor too, but I'm not one of those counselors that will tell you, oh, it's okay, just go ahead and save 3. When you get to a certain age and you don't have the money that you need to retire or to do the things in life that you would like to do. 20% of your income, 50% of your income should go towards your necessities. The things that you need to survive in life, the things that that you need to that you have to, car payments or whatever, whatever obligations that you have, at least 50%. So the necessities, and you must figure out what the necessities are. What are your needs? What are your needs? What are your wants? You have to figure that out. Okay. And as I said, I'm filming from both communities. So pardon me for looking back and forth, but 50% towards your necessities, 20% as a rule of thumb of your income. You decide whether it's going to be of your gross or your net. If you can just start with your net, that's fine, but work up to saving 20% of your gross. It'll pay off, and you will really thank your. I wish if I could speak to the 28-year-old, Christine, I would tell her to, save as much money as you can, so that when you are 58, you will reach your goal. You'll be at the place to where, you can double that. That's what I would say to her. I would say, because God is so faithful that I am living a life that, I had dreamed of and more. However, I wish someone had told me at the age of 28, that in 30 years, if you kick it up a few notches, then you will have, X amount of dollars here, more than you will if you don't. So that's why I'm saying that to you as well. So I would say to you, have a conversation with yourself wherever you are. It's never too late, So I can tell the 78-year-old, Chris Roebuck, hey, listen, kick it up a few notches, because if I don't want to be a grandmother or a great grand greeting someone in Walmart, not to say that that's beneath me, but I'm just saying that is not a desire. And if I do things, if whatever it is that I do today, it's going to shape my future. So whatever decisions that you make now, whatever actions you take now will certainly shape your future. It'll shape your financial portfolio, seriously. So just sit down and reflect and think, oh, what did I do 5 years ago? How did I get to where I am now? What did I do? What decisions did I make or didn't I make 5 years ago? So and then 30% towards your discretionary items. So you determine what those are. You know, I happen to believe that that we can live, and we figured out we can live on less. When the beginning of the shutdown happened, we lived without going out to eat every week, or sometimes some people every day at lunch. We lived without, going from place to place, using a lot of gas. And I shared with you at the beginning of the shutdown that after I checked our records, we had spent like $500 in gas in 1 month. But there's some things we can live without. So if you practice, if you get in the habit and, you just try to live on, 10% per month, just for your discretionary, and see how that goes for you. You can always change it. But the question in the community was, how much should I save? So here's what some experts are saying. I see it, so many people come in. Dr. Joyce, Katrina Parker, Wanda Collins, thank you so much for being here. Lisa Latrice is in, and Tycee Williams is in the Live My Life Debt Free community. Thank you all so much. You are the reason why I come on. You're the reason why there is a Live My Life Debt Free and a Debt Free Lounge. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be here with you. So by the age of 30, it's said that you should have $14,000 to $28,000 saved. By the age of 40, 17,800 to 35,600. By the age of 50, 18,800 to $37,700. I happen to believe that you're definitely going to need more money than that. But this is a good marker for just saving, just having it in savings, not your emergency fund, because that's separate. That's something totally different, but in your savings account. And think about that though. And I did this before, like this morning, I went back and took a look. But if you needed to liquidate, your funds for whatever reason right now, could you corral $18,000? Can you get up $37,000? So if the answer is no, then just start working on it. If you're 50, 60 years old, 16,500 to 33,000, 70 years old, $14,000 to 28,000. It's kind of like going backwards. Like, the older you get, the less you need to live on. Because if you look at that, $14,000 was what a person needed at the age of 30, or that's where they should have been. And then at 80 years old, $10,000 to 21,600. So it kind of reverses, so it's that the middle age, the 50 to 70-year-old range. That's when we need to have have the most money saved. So that alone is like a red flag. So wherever you are, if you have not reached 50 yet, you still have time and you can get on it, get it saved, because between the age of 50 and the age of 70 is where you really need your savings to be ramped up. I know that some people don't have health insurance. I know that, like my husband and I, before the pandemic, we would travel outside the country at least twice per year, and enjoy, doing it, and never had our, when we learned better, our vacation never followed us home. because we didn't, charge anything. What we used to do before the pandemic was we would take cash, with us on our vacation, so that whatever it was that we wanted, we could spend it, and sometimes come back home with cash, so it's, but you have to grow to that if you're not there, perhaps some of you are past that, but it's a goal to set, towards. Wanda said that I'm loving this information, and you can never say it enough. Keep saying it. Oh, thank you. Keep saying it, and I'll stick sooner. We'll stick sooner or later. She said, I know it did for me. Thank you so much, Wanda, for that comment. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you today. And I believe just the last part, kind of realizing what you need by the time you are a certain age. I mean, that's essential. That is really, really important. So make sure that you start planning now if you haven't started. David Bach's book, The Automatic Millionaire. In it, he says, that it's never too late. He has one too, start late, finish rich. Also, but it's never too late. So if you are already 50 or 60 and you're like, oh man, I'm behind schedule, you can still do it. You can still do it. You just have to get really focused and be intense, about intense with your savings, and also intentional. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that helped you. I hope it was Sister Cox who asked the question. And I welcome any questions that you have that lets me know what you need. And, so hopefully that helped you. And if it helped you, share it with someone else. So any questions, comments, and I'm going to sign off. I thank you in the Debt Free Lounge and also in the Live My Life Debt Free community for sharing in this morning. If there are any questions that you want to share, and you're welcome, Brother Keith. I will go ahead and take them. Otherwise, just post them underneath this video, even those who are going to replay it, and then I'll answer your question. I promise you, because I read every comment. And then when I do miss them, I'll go back and take a look and I'll answer them. So if there are no questions, I know that there's sometimes a little bit of a delay. So I wanted to just wait a minute. But just to recap, remember, rule of thumb, save 20% of your income. Start with 10% or whatever is comfortable for you, but then get to that 20% or more. And then 50% maximum towards your necessities, and 30% towards the discretionary items that you need. So anyway, thank you for joining me for the Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. Thank you, Generational Wealth Builders. Love you all. See you next week right here on Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday.